Hello and welcome to a brand new season of the OCVarsity Gridiron Show. I am your host, Jonathan Khamis, being joined by Steve Fryer to my left, Dan Albano to my right, and we are jacked about the upcoming season. We are here today at JSerra High School. The Lions have a brand new field and a brand new coach. This field will actually have their fans in attendance for the first time, home games here in San Juan Capistrano. Our game of the week, gentlemen, is JSerra going on the road, playing Corona Del Mar. This game will be Friday night at Newport Harbor High School. Steve, JSerra ranked number 9 on the year. The Lions look better, I think, already, and that's because of Matt Robinson, senior quarterback, at the helm.
Yeah, I think so, and he's got a good group of fellows around him. We saw them in the 7-on-7 passing tournament at Edison, and they look pretty sharp. Matt Robinson's really good. One thing that Coach Harlow really likes about him is his pocket presence improved, and Matthew's really good. He's a thoroughbred guy with a great arm, going to go to Montana. So he certainly leads the charge, but they've added a couple good running backs, a couple kids transferred in. So they should be pretty solid all over the place. They got good offensive linemen, pretty tough on defense. Best JSerra team that they've had might be in that argument.
Yeah, we'll see. They were pretty good a couple years ago. Dan, over on the other side, Corona Del Mar, they were really good last year, 12-2. They actually won 12 games in a row before they fell in the playoffs to Sierra Canyon in double overtime. What do you like out of the Sea Kings? And I'm thinking this is going to be a competitive game.
You know, there's a lot I like about the Sea Kings. I like Dan O'Shea, their coach, really gets the team fired up. He's a fiery guy. I like Tavon Lee at tight end wide receiver. I like Clyde Moore at linebacker, Colorado commit. I like John Humphreys, rising sophomore, one of the best sophomore wide receivers in Orange County. I like JT Murphy. I mean, there's a lot to like. These guys are winners. They play tough, but they have a big question mark. Probably the biggest question mark they have, you know, on their program is who's going to be the starting quarterback. And the thing you mentioned about the winning streak is very interesting, Jonathan, because that, you know, you talk to Coach O'Shea, he'll say last year that early season loss was the best thing that can happen. So, hey, Corona Del Mar, come in here, play a Trinity League team. Hey, try your best, give it a go, but don't sweat it if you lose it. Everyone's gonna get better at this point of the year.
Trinity League, oh, it is tough. We're going to talk about another Trinity League after we hear from the JSerra Lions. We talked to them earlier.
You know, I've been doing this a long time, and I've got a great staff, so I feel really prepared to take this on. And, you know, I was with Jim for 4 years, and so I learned a lot from him, and so I feel pretty comfortable.
Oh, we gelled nicely. You know, we all love Coach Harlow. He loves us. He shows us, you know, respect, and we show him respect. And, you know, he demands excellence. And every day we just try to, you know, give him what he wants.
Making all the throws, and then if a play breaks down, I can extend it with my legs and just make plays with my feet as well. So, I mean, I can throw, but if no one's open and the rush is coming, I can avoid the rush and create more time for receivers to get open.
I think it's going to be really exciting. There's going to be a lot of energy here. Good student section. Can't wait for it.
Our thanks to JSerra for hosting us on the first Gridiron Show of the 2017 football season. Guys. The next game we're talking about is another Trinity League team with Mater Dei. They will be at Bishop Amat. Bishop Amat was 7-4 last year. Last year, Mater Dei 13-1. Steve, this Mater Dei Monarchs team, woo, do they have some talent? They were all over Dan Albano's.
Was that a Conor McGregor woo?
Woo! Oh, was that more maybe more Ric Flair. Get better soon, Rick. Steve, Mater Dei, they have some recruits, man. I mean, they're all over the OCVarsity Hot 150. You name it, across the board. JT Daniels, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, you go down the list. Is this the most talented team so far on paper that you've seen at Mater Dei?
Well, that is saying something because Mater Dei's had national championship teams over the many years, and Coach Rollinson's long and distinguished tenure there. Certainly it starts with quarterback JT Daniels, the junior, set a bunch of records last year as a sophomore. They got a good running game too, and on defense they're as sharp as can be also. So they're skillful guys all over the place. So there's one place where they kind of got a little bit of worry. It's a lot of new faces at the defensive backfield for MD, but I think they'll coach them up, and I think they'll be very good. You know, it's not a walkover playing at Amat, especially so, but I think Mater Dei comes out of it with the guns blazing.
Dan, Bishop Amat, these guys are perennially good every year. What do they bring to the table this year?
Well, Mater Dei beat the Lancers last year 63-14, but they ended up having a good year, like you said. Got to the playoffs, but they returned their quarterback who's a junior now, kind of a rising junior, Blake Archuleta. So he's a guy on the rise. You got to watch out. They have a UCLA commit at D-line, Aaron Maldonado, but that's the big strength of Mater Dei is their offensive line. But hey, he's a UCLA commit. He's a good player. So maybe Blake, the quarterback, can test the Mater Dei secondary, which is their unknown area. They also have a good running back, Dominic Barrera, 5'11", 190. It's gonna be a tough game on the road for Mater Dei.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Finally, the last game we'll talk about, number 3 Edison. They're on the road. They will be at Tesoro. Tesoro finished 5-6 last year, guys. Edison, of course, fairy tale season. They won the CIF championship with Dave White's final season. They have a new head coach, Steve. Tell me a little bit about their new head coach, Steve, and bringing back an all-county player, I'm sure, in Griffin O'Connor.
Well, Jeff Grady's the head coach over there, and nothing new really to Edison folks. He played quarterback over there, was an outstanding quarterback there. A lot of coaching experience going over there also with him because he coached at Santa Margaret, a couple other places for first head coaching job for Coach Grady. Jack Carmichael, the running back's really a fine player. Really good set of receivers, especially David Atencio, who kind of messed up his knee last year, but he's an outstanding football and basketball guy. So they look pretty sharp over there at Edison. I think that they'll be just fine. I think they and Los Al are 1-2 or 2-1 in the Sunset League. That's going to be a lot of fun to see down the road. I'm looking forward to that. But I think Edison looks really good. This is a good battle to go down to Tesoro and play because Tesoro, very young team, but still got some guys.
Yeah. Steve, you ranked Edison number 3 on your preseason top 25. So
that's because Dan talked me into it. No, that's fine.
No, we all love Edison. Edison, they're beasts every single year. Dan, Edison is playing. I already forgot already. It's early, guys. Tesoro Titans coach Matt Poston. They lost 5 out of their last 6 games last season, but they were young, a little bit seasoned this year.
Yeah, it's interesting you guys mentioned the young players. I corresponded with Coach Poston, we always do all the time. One of the better coaches in Orange County. Basically, the word on the Titans is that they got a great quarterback in Chase Peterson. I had him ranked as a top 10 quarterback in Orange County. He's 6'3", 220, a dual threat. Tesoro's fighting for probably they kind of project to be fighting for 3rd in the South Coast League, which is ruled by Mission Viejo, home to the state champions of San Clemente. So Tesoro's kind of fighting, maybe projected to fight out with San Juan Hills. But Coach Poston says they have a lot of young talent on that team. Good sophomores, good juniors. They're heading in the right direction. Early season game. But Edison won this game, 31-14. So it's going to be a good test for both teams to kind of see where they're at. Because, South Coast Sunset League, good leagues. Which one's better? But these are 2 excellent leagues, and, it's going to be a good game.